So, I'm sitting here, just kind of bored doing random stuff, and I just started answering comments. And this guy leaves this comment. I'll read it to you. That's just so sad, Andy. Why can't the Dems let poor Uncle Joe see out his twilight years sitting in his rocker on the porch instead of parading him around like a circus act? And then you put up some sort of emojis or something. I don't know. Apparently, I have not whatever the fuck it is that you need to have to see that shit. So for me, it's always little black boxes with X's in them. I don't fucking know. Somebody left a fuck ton of emojis, and all I saw were animals. It was like a shit ton of animals with a bunch of little black boxes with X's in them. This is like smattered around in it. And I was like, I don't get it. So, yeah. Anyways, I answered, it's what they truly think about people. They're tools. And then that sparked a memory in my mind. It was something I read in a book. This book, actually. Stephen Brust, The Book of the Etheira. Now, you see the dragon on the front. Not dragon. It's Jarek. Anyways. You're going to have to kind of bear with me here a little bit. It reminded me of this part in this book. Now, alright. For those of you who are interested, Stephen Brust writes fantasy novels. He writes a book series about an assassin. They're very funny. They're very good. They're very, like if M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong could like reproduce The Sixth Sense, like I think 10, 13 books in a row. Yeah. This is like there's one book I don't like out of all of them. And I don't like it not because it's poorly written, not because it's not a good story, not for any reason other than it's like it's bad. Like the things that happen in it are very sad. And it's sad to experience and go through. It sucks. So yeah, like if you ever read the series, fucking you'll know the book when you get to it. It was funny as hell. I recommended this book series before here on YouTube, and somebody took the challenge and decided to start reading the books, and they were like, "You're right. That one book does suck." And I was like, "Which book?" And they said the book, and I was like, "Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about. Exactly the book I was talking about." He's like, "It was a great book, but fuck, it just sucked." And I'm like, "Yep." Every book is fantastic, and if a book series can make you feel that way, that means something. So, anyways, I'm going to read you a passage from the Book of the Etheira. Now, what made me think of it, in this book, the assassin is talking to this kid, right? And he's talking to him about wizards. and I'm going to apply this to the Democrats, and you'll understand. There's two types of Democrats. You'll understand it when I read it, because I'll break it down afterwards, don't worry. There are two types of two types of Democrats. Some are mystics, who attempt to explore the nature of the world by looking within themselves, and some are explorers, who look upon the world as a problem to be solved, and thus reduce other people to either distractions or pieces of a puzzle, and treat them accordingly. Savin, the kid that he's talking to, considered this and said, "The explorers sound dangerous." They are. Not nearly as dangerous as the mystics, however. Why is that? Because explorers at least believe that others are real, if unimportant. To a mystic, that which dwells inside is the only reality. Now, look. People like Joe Biden, he's an explorer. He goes around to everybody and just goes, yeah, sure. Like that's his way of just solving everybody's problem by just going, yeah, sure, I'll work on that. I'll do that. And then he goes talks to the other people. Oh, of course, I'm with you. Right? He's just with everybody. Kamala Harris. Like that's why, because people are just pieces of a puzzle to them. They're not It's not real. It doesn't matter. Joe Biden is the fucking presidential nominee. Not because he's the best, but because he's the person that the Democrats think will just limp them across the line this time. That's it. Like, he's comfortable. Yeah, look at the poll. Why are you voting for Joe Biden? Joe Biden. I've known him forever, and I don't like Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Or else it's fucking because it's Joe Biden. You weird people. But nevertheless, they're pieces of a puzzle, and treat them accordingly. Kamala Harris, black woman, perfect. We want her to be president. Joe Biden will step down. We got this shit. We don't care how we get what we want. We're just going to do it. And if we lose, we're going to bitch about the Electoral College, and that rule needs to be changed so that we'll win. And we need to have mail-in voting everywhere, because if we have that, then it'll be a change and we'll win. They always want to change the rules because people are just pieces of a putt. They just need they just want their power. That's it. We don't matter to them. That's like the old school Democrats, right? The new school Democrats, they're mystics. Only what they themselves see and think, that's the only reality that matters to them. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar. Like, Ilhan Omar can come out and say some fucked up shit about Jews, right? But she doesn't like Jews. So why is it wrong? And then people come out and say, well, that was really anti-Semitic. And she goes, it wasn't anti-Semitic. I was just fucking saying a thing, man. It was just a fucking joke. Right? Because to her reality is the only thing that I don't like Jews. Why is that a problem? Oh, that's right. You think that's a problem. Well, I was making a joke, man. Fuck up. Right? These people are mystics. Only my reality matters. Fucking Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez went down there to fucking the concentration camps on the borders. Right? And she was crying in the fucking parking lot. It wound up being fucking some stupid thing. They have toilets in the rooms! And it's like, and I saw like a cup with a fucking toothbrush sitting on top of a toilet, and there was a sink, and it's like, well, yeah, they're conserving space. They're trying to cram as many fucking people as you force them to, and as they can. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, then vote them more funding. Like, asshole, you're in charge of that shit. Like, it's their reality that matters. Why are we burning all these fossil fuels? We should just rely on wind. Let's just do it. Okay, it costs $93 trillion. Who gives a fuck? Let's just do it. We're going to die in 10 years. My reality matters. Mystics, right? Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Who attempt to explore the nature of the world by looking within themselves. Anita Sarkeesian. I went to college, and that's where I found out that everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is homophobic. Some are mystics who attempt to explore the nature of the world by looking within themselves. She's racist, sexist, and homophobic. You know what I mean? Like, she's reflecting her own views on everything she sees. It's what these fucking people are, man. And explorers who look upon the world as a problem to be solved and thus reduce other people to either distractions or pieces of a puzzle and treat them accordingly. Nancy Pelosi, going to that fucking salon. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come do my fucking hair. Well, we're not allowed to because you said we're not allowed to. Yeah, bitch, I said you're not allowed to. And guess who's fucking saying you can? Show up. Pieces of a puzzle. Either distractions or pieces of a puzzle. Treat them accordingly. Do my hair. That's what you do. My hair. Yeah, this COVID lockdown is really rough, man. It sucks to be stuck at home. But I have this giant refrigerator that looks like a store shelf stocked with ice cream. It's great stuff. It's fucking great to be me, bitches. Oh yeah, other people are starving though right now. Yeah, a lot of people are losing their jobs. That sucks. Yeah. But I'm rolling fat, bitches. Like, it's just that little comment right there really made me think about it, and bam. It's a good book. You should try and read it. It's fantastic. It's written in English. I imagine it's written in other languages, but it's really good.